Dear Misty, I was watching your It Gets Better video, and I realized I'm not the only one, but please, can you help me? I get made fun of because of my personality. I'm really shy and awkward, and I think I'm getting made fun of because of my looks. I get home every day and I cry, and it's so painful. The only way I can get over it is by cutting myself. Please help. Is there anything you can do to help me? To help you. I'm not sure that I can actually help you, but what I can tell you is that I too was made fun of my entire life. From 4th grade until after my junior year of high school, I lived in Thorntown, Indiana, which is the Midwest in the United States of America. And I lived in the middle of a cornfield. Literally. On all 4 sides of my house. I lived on a dirt road in a cornfield. And it was bad. And I went to a very big high school. It was called Western Boone Junior Senior High School. And it was called Junior Senior High School because it was from 7th grade all the way to 12th grade. And I was made fun of every single day, whether it was because I was gay, or because I was effeminate, or because I looked like I was pregnant, or because I was poor, or because I wasn't athletic. I was made fun of for a lot of reasons, especially in the 7th and 8th grade. There was a guy that was a junior and a senior in those years of me. And he literally made my life a living hell. It would throw me up against the wall, force me to go into the women's bathroom to pee. It was bad. I was on the swim team, and I remember one time I came out of the swim team to use a payphone. When I went to high school, we didn't have cell phones. And I remember one time I was on the swim team and I had to go into the cafeteria to use a payphone to call Mom and say that practice was almost done and I would need a ride soon. And I was in a towel. Thank God I was wearing my Speedo, but I went to use a phone, and this bully and his friends came up and was like picking on me and calling me whatever, and ripped off my towel, assuming that I was naked underneath it, because I guess he didn't realize I was on the swim team, but ripped off my towel in the cafeteria, thinking that, you know, everybody would laugh at me because I was nude, but I wasn't, thank God. But the one thing I want to tell you is, you're not alone. Many of us were made fun of, and I want you to think of something. Look at Bill Gates. Look at Lady Gaga. Look at people that we look up to. Look at celebrities. None of us were popular when we were young. Being made fun of makes and builds character. The nerds grow up and they rule the world. And this is a true fact. I want you to know this. Another thing I want you to know is that when you get older, you never have to look back and see these people that you went to high school with. Ever. I mean, a couple of people I went to high school with are friends of mine on Facebook, but I haven't seen them since 1994. I was like, peace, gone. You know? And some of them I miss, and some of them I really don't. And I don't care to ever talk to most of them ever again. You know, that was a chapter of my life that I've closed, and a lot of the memories I don't even have. Like, I remember one time somebody contacted me and was like, oh, do you remember this? I'm like, oh my God, I don't remember that at all. You know, it's like I blacked it out. And it will be like that for you. Thank God I was never a cutter, because, you know, I live my life on the stage, and depending on which costume I'm wearing, sometimes I share my, you know, sometimes I show my ass, or sometimes I show, you know, my back or my stomach or my legs or whatever. I don't know where that I would have ever been able to cut and hide it today, because those scars would be exposed. And I don't know how to help somebody that is a cutter, because I don't understand that mindset, but I do think that you should seek help and a person of, like a therapist or a counselor, not because you're sick or twisted or whatever, but talking to someone really helps. You know, just be like, look, this is what's bothering me today, this is what makes me upset, and I'm mad about this. But most importantly, I want you to think ahead. Look to the future. You don't want scars all over your body. You don't want to have to always be self-conscious. I don't know where you cut yourself, but I know a lot of people cut themselves on their arms or their legs. You don't want to have to wear long pants for the rest of your life. What if you move to Florida and you want to go to the beach? You know, or do you want to wear sweaters for the rest of your life? You know, think ahead, look to the future. But as for being shy, I want you to know something that is true. Bullies are weak. And bullies only prey on the people that are weaker than them. Meaning, you look and appear to be an easy target. Now, I'm not wanting you to do something crazy and defend yourself and stand up to them. But what I want you to do is hold back your emotions and your thoughts. And don't let your bullies see that it bothers you. Don't cry in front of them, because that's just like fueling the fire. The more you start to cry, the more visibly upset you get, the happier they get. That's what makes a bully a bully. You know, try your best to appear that it doesn't bother you. For example, my real last name is Mo. I grew up with the last name Mo, Larry and Curly, blah, 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 blah. But I remember for at least a year, they called me Mohawk. And I don't know if it was 6th grade or 5th grade, or I think it was 5th or 6th grade. But I remember my grandpa Mo was like, Mo is cool. Mo is awesome. And you tell these friends at school that Mohawks are unique and Mohawks are special, and you're glad that you are unique and special, and to embrace that uniqueness and that individuality, and you know, whatever. So I remember the next day I stood up for myself. I'm like, oh yeah, well, I'm glad I'm a Mo, and I'm glad I'm a Mohawk. Unfortunately, that was the last day they ever called me Mohawk, because I was proud to be a Mohawk. And then they went to call me things like homo and things like that. But I kind of wish they stayed with the Mohawk thing, because I kind of liked it. But yeah, because I stood up to them and I showed them that it didn't bother me, they stopped calling me that. So I don't know what they're making fun of you for, because you're shy or you're awkward or because of your physicality, but you can't let bullies bother you. I'm going to put a link to a video here that I've already done about people's negative thoughts and opinions of you. And I talk a lot about it in this video, but today I just want to basically say the reality is no one's opinions matter but your own. It doesn't matter what anyone around you thinks of you. It only matters what you think of yourself. If you view yourself as a superstar, you are a superstar. I mean, think about it. When you're walking down the street and you see somebody on the side of the road acting all goofy and like, oh, you know, and if somebody yells at them and is like, you're a dork, and they go, and then they all of a sudden scour, it's because that person's opinion mattered to them. But if a complete stranger yells at them and they're like, or a homeless person or some skanky, nasty person is like, you're dumb, they're like, are you kidding? Whatever. Keeps dancing down the street. You know, you can't let someone's opinion bother you. You have to let what you think about yourself matter. You know, the only thing I could say is be strong, and one day, like Bill Gates, maybe you will rule the world. Loving you is easy. Bye.